Hello everyone and welcome back to the Crew 2 in Part 83. Let's get ready to take on in Motorflix Arena for the USB Tour next after 8 races around in America's cities of the USST cities. All the best moments to go with a 3-lap challenge on the normal and 10 laps to go full endurance. Let's have a good look and zoom in to have a good place of the environment at Motorflix Arena. Looks so beautiful and quite very much more indeed to have a track layout and go corners to go anywhere to be on a free drive. But there will be having a different kind of a track layout before enter to take on in race 1. Future of speed by having an Alpha Grand Prix discipline only to go with F1 race car, Alpha Mark II, Mark X, and 5 kinds of proto concept vehicles to have some 4 team specific and even of course to have the creator's concept made by John Fry. This will have to go down to be on the first placement and set as a waypoint before enter to have some 4 races by the additional in one location. But look over here, we have Vertigo in race number 2. Normal and Endurance to have a good placement to be look around to have a different track layout to go by having a one good faster acceleration. And there's going to be have something else to go faster, which is a turbocharge on the computer will have to go amp up by over 300 miles per hour. Looks so cool and very yet to have some more races to go additional around in one place and different track layouts to have the dirt race is into the deep. Looks so very cool and very yet to have a nice dirt race to go enter to have a nice tube of the water to go underneath. The Great Equalizer on race number 4. Challenging and very well tricky that you guys really need to get yourself to go faster up on the acceleration to go elevated up and go elevated down to have a 2 hairpins to go by the short one and the blind corner. And for the 5th race, Fire Sky. Very much more challenging to go up and go down to have the final corner to be in a well placement to have a finish line and start to go all in. But looks to me I'll have to go and set a waypoint as I'm about to be arriving in Chicago after finishing up on the USST cities for the final stage on number 8. So let's go out there and grab my Corvette C6 CR1 2009 to go and have the entrance rather than going on fast travel. But all I have to do is going to change up my outfit to become as a professional racer before arrive in Motorflix Arena. Just have to go fast and make a good set destination to have a good route of the arrival of time. So the GPS says it's about to go enter to have a long bridge whenever you're about to go on the right. So I'll have to go there and take the road to go on a short route. I can't say I just did remember back then to be well participate in 8 races of the USST cities before doing the main focus on every live summit participation in every week. And especially to have the WIP session as I've been currently working on as well. But there it is guys. The main entrance to Motorflix Arena is about to get yourself prepared to have a 5 race participation to get yourself to be faster with Alpha Grand Prix race cars. This is where the pro racers is about to have a good grand entrance to have a good right side direction on the road. I can't say that this island is more beautiful out there to have some good forests and series of corners to go elevation to have a good acceleration to have any kinds of different vehicle depends on the land base. But for instance, street race, Alpha Grand Prix, and touring car discipline just to see how it turns out to go challenging up to have a free driving session to have a good racing of a playground. Just have to get there and arriving on the island and there it is right here. This is so very impressive you guys, and this is a very good excellent center basic is going up and located to have some 4 separate teams. But this one is the Pulse Performance. Just beautiful and much more magnificent that you guys have already been there before, and even the new ones who never been noticed to see it. And look over here is the left is the Spirit Racing competition. Is going to be a very good center of the placement to be having a good separate on the pit. And for the 3rd one is the Globe Motorsports. I can't say that is very much more indeed and very good excitement to have a first hands-on tour. And over here we have the 4th team is Barrel Competition. Very much more indeed. And this will have to go by having a good pit exit and entrance to go anywhere when you're not racing. But talk about having a very good sightseeing to go anywhere to be having a driving of the tour. So I just really think about one more thing after having some collecting cards from the Motor Pass. We have already got the cards acquired, and then we have to go moving on forward to have Motorplex Mat on Volume 1 and 2. Let's go out there and have the Papillon to be located nearby. So this will get yourself prepared to have a nice normal difficulty to go participate on warm-up and go endurance. Got to go switch up into the KTM Expo R with the UDRS Inspirtech and give an audition warm-up to have a 3-lap challenge, and recommend is perfectly to be maxed out at 340. So here it goes, let's begin, and here comes the loading cut screen to explain the track details. Very nice and very competitive will be going underway. Here comes 3 seconds, and go bring out the speed.
Here we are at race 1 of the US Speed Tour's brand new circuit over Lake Michigan. And it's a glorious day to break some records. Between the aerodynamic curves and those innovative suction zones, we should see some very impressive top speeds today. I'll let the track say the rest because it's Speed Tour time.
This is going faster than ever to have a good participation at Motorflix Arena, viewers. Each part of the track that comes in to have a speed suction zones that can go up into 300 miles per hour. But look at it. Faster and quick breaker to go reflexes that you need to go clean competitive. This is so excited, and I really love to express myself to go all in for a warm-up and 3-lap challenge. So here comes the straightaway right over here to have a good placement on separate specific on the speed sections. Just have to go chain up the speed and go down to have the 2 hairpin. Alright, very nice. Just have to go wait until the nitro to go full capacity, and hairpin 2 on the left. Final corner coming in, and here it comes. Oh man, look at it go. Now this is super fast and super quick. Okay, lap 2 is going on the way, and have the suction zones to go optional and give a good checkpoint placement to go amp up. 8.8 seconds is doing done and well performed. Alright, chicane coming in and keep it nice and open.
The team who planned the building of this circuit scouted a lot of possible locations. Gulf of Mexico, Hudson Bay, Prince William Sound, but settled on the only one of the Great Lakes bordered entirely by the USA. And from what I'm seeing, wow, they really made the right choice.
Alright, so very much more indeed to have a good location in Midwest. The island and the track layout is very more competitive to go challenging for each part of the flat race. If you already did by having one good racing introduction for every week and participate in every live summit event that related to have a good track placement as part of the US Speed Tour next. But all the practice I just really went down to go paying off, and the real challenge starts right now before entered in the final lap. Progression at 69%. This will have to go clear and full speed up ahead. Okay, corner incoming. Just have to keep it centered on the track and make it much more sharper reflexes to have the chicane to go in. 18.5 seconds, still good in the lead. Alright, that's the ticket, and gonna have to keep a good warm-up practice, as I just always want to do this for every live summit event in every week. Okay, now gonna have to go warming up. Faster it gets, the faster it will go. I know this is going to be a bit more extremely fun, and concentration is more the key. Down to 4% left. Wait for it.
fastest part of the course right here. No reason to slow down. And wow, these cars are really putting the speed in US Speed Tour. Woo!
Oh man, that's 3 minutes and 50 seconds by the decimal in .758. Awesome and good proper speed warm-up. And there's the loop part dropping in, and very checked to have a good ordinary race to go for having an endurance. So normal race is done. Now let's head back to the Papillon to get there to have a nice good rolling on the placement. Feel much more alive again as I just went down to do a participation in Every Life Summit, folks. More likely, it turns out very well to have a good practice warm-up to go anywhere and do your own racing line in the track when you're at Motorflix Arena. But if so, just have to grab any land-based vehicle to go anywhere and drive it like having a good free session to go warming up and go queue for having a faster acceleration when using the Alpha Grand Prix discipline. But the best time, we might have to go quick travel besides to do some teleportation. This way to go driving anywhere is going to be my kind of a style. Hang on, still get used to the handling with the Alpha Grand Prix KTM Expo R. So let's have a good check review and done check by normal difficulty. So let's do by endurance for the different Alpha Grand Prix race car. Just have to get back to the same spot and switch vehicle automatically. We'll be at the ready to get down to have some available in 13. I'll start out and go with the Creator's Concepts Beermeister SM71 2023 made and created by John Fry. Additional to have a vanity item to go by max per level in 340 to contains with 1025 horsepower with a top speed 240 miles per hour. But Fame Magnetic is all check and giving a good selection as I'm about to go full endurance to have 5 proto concept including the creator's vehicle which is very bold, futuristic, and racing icon. Get ready for the endurance, folks. This will get faster and longer and the wet condition is about to get rain. Here comes 3 seconds, and having a good longer race will go fast.
Here we are at race 1 of the US Speed Tour's brand new circuit over Lake Michigan. And it's a glorious day to break some records. Between the aerodynamic curves and those innovative suction zones, we should see some very impressive top speeds today. I'll let the track say the rest because it's Speed Tour time.
Alright, it's about to get wet and tricky as ever. Let's see how long it takes before the rain stops within a few laps, and then it will have to make it much more natural and normal, just like the standard version in the same future of speed as race 1. Original to have a good same effort, just like the US Speed Tour cities on 8 different locations to go for normal and endurance. But the endurance is more important to have a good masterpiece just to do some one segment to go for perfection. If anything else happens, I just need to have that good part of the racing scene is going focus and progress. So almost there by 10% progression. I'm at number 9. And here it is, hairpin number 2 to be take place in the first lap towards the end. Got to go faster and go for the suction zones to go amp up by over 300 miles per hour. Good enough, and first turn clear to go in turn number 2 by the outside and inside to have a good small suction zones. Yeah, that's more like it. Keep it full grip and stay in one piece in the lead. Better watch yourself when enter another suction zone, the corner coming in by pulling out the brake earlier. This is where we're all about to have some AGB race car to go faster up and stay remain on the main course of the track. Got to go expand the GPS and see how the other racers is doing. They're doing well, and they're trying to catch up to my current position by 14 seconds behind the gap. Just keep it nice and neat, and progression at 20%. Okay, let's go bring out the good boost, and section zones on full straightaways by lap number 3 is on the way. Almost to be at 20 seconds. Got to keep my guard up and watch out the barriers. Checkpoint clear and go back on the same corner to be on the main elevated path of the track. Okay, chicane coming in. Checkpoint done and clear. Okay, much more oblige and very good effort. Just have to keep practice and then get it right. So I wonder how am I doing so far out there to have some every participation of Live Summit event and WIP session. But I'm still using it and very much more enjoy to have some thought of creativity is always about to have a good mind of perfection and giving a good clean racing on any kinds of land-based vehicle along with the water-based and air-based. But I'll have to let my OCs will have to take the good role and very yet apparently to have the same kind of a vehicle as I just recently uploaded to have the same kind of a pattern energy in different places of the racing event. But I still have some few other lists of vehicles, might need to have some vehicle description and explain the details about each kinds of standard models or different edition. But why not both instead is very more indeed to have a good appraisal and give a good thought that everybody really wants to learn more about these kinds of different edition based off from standard version of the models.
The team who planned the building of this circuit scouted a lot of possible locations. Gulf of Mexico, Hudson Bay, Prince William Sound, but settled on the only one of the Great Lakes bordered entirely by the USA. And from what I'm seeing, wow, they really made the right choice.
And that is going to be the right choice is in Lake Michigan. Having shared location between Chicago and Detroit. Just wonderful and good, beautiful to have a nice island out there to have a good racetrack on Motorplex Arena. So progression is at in 43%. Got to keep going and keep up the good trailblazer to go up and go acceleration to bring out the boost. So it looks like 5 minutes have passed and it's going well, very nicely. Well man, close call, and that was pretty crazy to have some suction zone when taking too much. But hold on, looks like we have a last place driver just barely went off the track and get back in to call out the yellow flag signal. So keep an eye out, viewers, when you're about to go alone or form as a crew to have this race is all about speed and competition. It looks like Dana is on the 6th position as I just already did by having a 1 lap plus overtake to be in the trailblazer. There it is, another one on Milton in the 5th. Just have to go down and checkpoint clear by the next corner to get back as usual. Okay, just have to keep it nice and go turbines to full charge. Whoa! Pretty excellent and close as ever. Alrighty then, now first place still in the lead and 1 lap plus on each 8 opponents as I just currently went down out there to take the fastest leading position by a total time in 6 minutes and 38 seconds ongoing. So the halfway mark is done by 59% and let's go in at 60%. Time to go boost it up and race it down the hill. Okay, suction zones to go performing on a slalom and outside corner to keep a good reinforced speed. Okay, checkpoint clear and keep up the endurance key is the skill set. Alright, let's bring out the good boost torque. And next lap currently to have 67% is going on session. Bouncing in and keep it straight. Just look at it go, and the rain has already stopped. Wet surface still remains, and very yet importantly, to have several AGP race cars will have to be faced up to keep it careful as a key concentration. Just have to keep it mindful and go counter up on the steering to have some few other AGP drivers is still around on the middle of the track. Already passed on Jane and have Lawrence in the third position. Got to go inside and keep it ordinary as an F1 racer. It's only down to 25%. I'm at 76% in the progression by having a few more laps to go remaining. Just better make a count. This lap time is very more important to have a good race endurance. And very good enough to have the 8th lap is going well nicely, and turbines to full nitro. Only 20% to go. Time progression in 9 minutes and 11 seconds. This looks very well and keep a good skill reflexes. 1 minute, 12.494 seconds. Incredible. I am on a trailblazer. And there's Victor in second place. Time to overtake his current position and go 1 lap plus. Nice and very nice. Now for the double hairpin, go for the right and go for the left between the inside or outside whenever you're about to go comfort width.
Fastest part of the course right here, no reason to slow down, and wow, these cars are really putting the speed in US Speed Tour. Woo!
Oh yeah, I am really loving to enjoy it and give a need for speed. Clearly good enough to have a competition to go ship up and rev it up to the max limit to see how it goes for a skill competitive on the AGP racing course around in Motorflix Arena. So the final lap is already here and total time is right on the clock by 10 minutes and time in session in 33 seconds. So this will have to bring it home to the podium and good 1 lap plus as ever to be on a trailblazer. Okay, let's pass through on Dana. Wait for it. Just keep it mindful and still in the outside section of the corner. Using the Proto Concept Speed Racing Edition on the main team. And giving a good first position podium to give a good represent on the Speedmeister Racing. Here it goes. And first place. Yeah, now that's a very good total time in 11 minutes, 17.725 seconds. Way to keep up to have a good kick up the good racing endurance to have a faster pace and 10 laps around on future of speed. Now that's what I call the next generation of F1 racing viewers. Perfect moment and good exactly to have a good layout to be highlighted on the blue line. But more importantly, this was to go reminder to be quite placed up to have a remove waypoint as well. Now all I have to do is gonna take some few more practices and then this is very good to call it for a day. So I kind of think about having a one good excellent race of USB Tour next as part of the full walkthrough for my journey after taking 8 races of the USST cities. More likely, just have to keep moving on and then have some live summit event we'll have to go practice at any rate. At this point, This will take 4 races left to go after Future of Speed, as race 1 is now been checked to go standard, and Endurance will have to keep a good racing line check to be mastered to have a good course with a series of weather conditions. By my thought, it turns out to go faster and feel the need for speed is going to be a very good time to be racing around in Motorflix Arena. But this will have to get back to the pit and choose any position to go anywhere at any rate. Perhaps that will be a very good time to go rolling in to have any position that I just really need to get used to it to have a good racing of Explorer to go around on the arena. So I bet everybody really have to come here at any time since 2023, and better yet to go by simple to have some good upcoming content to be on the main post as Motorflix Mad Volume 1 and 2. But I'll have to stop right here, and then I'll have to do some more practice to be wrapping up until at the end of the video before moving on to take race number 2 is Vertigo. Gotta zoom in and zoom out to have a good track layout. We'll have to go coming up as I'm about to keep racing to go continue. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeepNet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji for my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be see you guys next time and continue on in race number 2 of US Speed Tour next in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next video.